Cowboys Dak Prescott replacement options. Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott is out for multiple weeks after suffering a hamstring injury during Sunday's November 3rd loss to the Atlanta Falcons, according to NFL media's Ian Rappaport. What's worse for the Cowboys is that this is not looking like a short-term injury, according to Rappaport. So, what are the Cowboys' replacement options while they're waiting for their quarterback, who is the highest-paid player in the league, get better? Let's look at some in-house and outside options for Dallas. Cooper Rush, of course, is the Dallas Cowboys' backup quarterback and, according to Rappaport, Rush is expected to start against the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday, November 10th. Rush entered the game on Sunday after Prescott left, and he completed 13 of 25 passes for 115 yards with a touchdown. If the Cowboys don't want to go with Rush, for whatever reason, their third option is 2021 number 3 overall pick Trey Lance. He hasn't played a regular season game since 2022. As for stats, Rush counts 30 NFL games and 6 starts, a 60% completion rate, 6.5 yards per attempt, 9 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 81 passer rating, and 35 rushing attempts for 11 yards. In contrast, Lance has 8 NFL games and 4 starts, a 54.9% completion rate, 7.8 yards per attempt, 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 84.5 passer rating, and 54 carries for 235 yards. Prescott spoke to reporters after Sunday's loss to the Falcons and said the feeling he had with this injury wasn't something he's ever felt before. That's not something you want to hear from your franchise quarterback, especially since before the NFL season, Prescott reached a major contract extension worth up to $240 million over 4 years. "I've got to get it looked at," Prescott said in a post-game press conference. "I felt it on the third play, a little scramble to the left. Didn't think much of it, to be honest with you, and then on the next play, throwing the stop route, pulled something. It was something I'd never felt. Tried to walk on it at that point, and then saw the medical team and asked if I could make it worse. At that point, they said I wouldn't be able to protect myself, and they made the call to pull me out." The Cowboys have now dropped 3 games in a row to go to 3-5 for the season. They could still make the playoffs, but it's looking difficult. Going outside the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys could also bring some fresh blood in to replace Prescott in the interim. As for who's available right now, free agent Ryan Tannehill is often at the top of the list of names to call in a panicked quarterback situation. The former Texas A&M player is a veteran at 36 and would be playing in his home state. He could be sitting at home, waiting for an opportunity like this. Another option is Gardner Minshew of the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders are in a rebuilding phase and let go of their offensive coordinator Luke Getsy following the team's loss to Bengals on Sunday. The team will likely start regrouping their offense, and they might want to trade Minshew, which could lead to a quick spot with the Cowboys. Ex-Cowboys scout urges Dallas to turn to $34 million quarterback. The Dallas Cowboys are going to be without starting quarterback Dak Prescott for the foreseeable future. When Prescott was forced to leave during the team's Week 9 loss to the Atlanta Falcons, Cooper Rush took all of the remaining snaps at quarterback. The expectation is that Rush will start at quarterback while Prescott is sidelined. Yet, former Cowboys scout Brian Broaddus is pushing the team to play Trey Lance over Rush while Prescott is out. The Cowboys face an uphill battle to turn around the season, and Broaddus makes an argument for the team to see what the franchise has in Lance. "I know out there everybody's going, 'Aw, damn it, Brian. You're giving up.' Well, I just don't think it's going to get better, folks," Broaddus explained during a November 3rd, 2024, interview with Bleacher Report's Vach Lombardi. "I really don't, and I'm trying to do something differently on offense maybe while Dak is out to kind of give my offense a little bit of a spark with some mobility. Maybe some read option stuff. Maybe make people have to prepare for you a little different." The Cowboys face a decision on Trey Lance's future as QB hits free agency in 2025. Broaddus' point hinges on 2 key factors as the Cowboys coaching staff and front office considers various options in the coming days. The longtime scout does not see Rush providing much of a spark, especially given the offense was already struggling with Prescott. Secondly, the Cowboys gave up a 4th-round pick to acquire Lance. The quarterback is in the final few months of a 4-year, $34.1 million rookie contract. Dallas already knows that Rush is a capable backup quarterback, but Lance is much more of a question mark. If indeed Dallas is building towards the future, it could make sense to give Lance an extended look with free agency in mind. Rush will also be a free agent, but the veteran is much more of a known commodity. The Cowboys may place QB Dak Prescott on injured reserve, and the star would miss at least 4 games. The early signs on Prescott's hamstring injury are not positive. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport reported that Prescott's injury is worse than the team initially feared. Mike Vrabel favored to be next head coach if Cowboys fire Mike McCarthy. With NFL head coaches increasingly at risk of losing their jobs, especially after the New Orleans Saints fired Dennis Allen, other franchises may find the courage to move in a new direction. One example of an at-risk candidate could be Dallas Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy. With America's team near the bottom of the NFC East with a 3-5 record, speculation is rampant about a possible replacement should McCarthy be sent packing. Former Tennessee Titans head coach Mike Vrabel is the betting favorite to take over as the next Cowboys head coach with plus 300 odds, per Jamie Eisner via Sports Betting AG. Other top betting options include Ben Johnson, plus 500, Bill Belichick, plus 600, Brian Flores, plus 800, Cliff Kingsbury, plus 900, Lane Kiffin, 10-1, Joe Brady, 12-1, Matt Nagy, 14-1, Todd Monken, 16-1, Kirby Smart, 20-1, Deion Sanders, 22-1, and Lincoln Riley, 28-1. McCarthy has been with the Cowboys since the 2020 season after spending 13 seasons as the head coach of the Green Bay Packers from 2006 to 2018. McCarthy has a 46-33 record in Dallas, including 1-3 in the postseason. Over his career, he has an 181-118-2 record and led Green Bay to a Super Bowl title in 2010. Cowboys at risk of missing postseason for first time since 2020. After McCarthy's first year, he has guided the Cowboys to the postseason for 3 consecutive seasons. While Dallas is still far from at risk of missing the playoffs, they only have a 10% chance. In the NFC playoff picture, the Cowboys are the number 13 seed with only 3 teams ranked below them: Carolina, New Orleans, and the New York Giants. However, the team's biggest problem is that Dak Prescott will miss multiple weeks because of a hamstring injury. Dallas did receive some good news, as it appears CeeDee Lamb avoided serious injury with his sprained AC joint and should be available in Week 10 against the Philadelphia Eagles. With the Cowboys coaching staff potentially in flux, ESPN's Dominique Foxworth believes the team should flip Dak Prescott for draft assets. They have a lot of holes that they will not be able to solve in one draft, Foxworth said. They have valuable assets, one very valuable asset in Dak Prescott.